Consider the squirrel. Squirrels are everywhere, and they're pretty cute, but are they valuable? Not really, right? Believe it or not, medieval Europeans used to use red squirrel pelts as currency, just as you and I might exchange dollar bills today. It's one of the many surprisingly different ways humans have transacted with one another throughout history. It might seem crazy, but when you think about how we're now able to pay each other digitally in minutes, cash might be going the way of the red squirrel sooner than you think. The history of money is a movement from trading stuff you can use to trading stuff that's symbolic, and now even virtual. Nowadays, you can send money safely and easily to pretty much anyone you know in a matter of minutes, straight from your personal banking app. So how did we get here? Somewhere in the middle of this history is the red squirrel, or Squirrels vulgaris, which formed the basis for the medieval economy of Finland and Russia. In fact, the Finnish word for money, raha, comes from squirrels. But they also became a symbol, a collective belief, a currency. A tukuri was 10 squirrel pelts, and a kitali was 4 times that. And while values changed, at one point 100 pelts could get you a whole cow. But, big drawback, it took time to catch them. And while squirrel currency eventually went out of favor as metal coins appeared, there were still squirrel pelt currency exchange charts, even in 1926. Despite what the internet might tell you though, and we asked the Finnish embassy about this and they laughed at us, squirrels are no longer accepted as payment there, FYI. A squirrel economy is pretty weird, but humans everywhere have a history of paying with strange things that are really just symbols we believe to be worth something. These cowrie shells spread across much of the ancient trading lanes, from China to India to Eastern Africa. Salt, or Solarium argentum, was paid out to soldiers in Rome. And it's the reason you now get a salary, by the way. In Central America, the cocoa bean, understandably, became prized. Even in modern Italy, and this is true, 17,000 tons of Parmesan Reggiano cheese are kept in bank vaults as collateral. Besides the squirrel, the strangest / most symbolic / most unwieldy was the rye stone of the Solomon Islands. It had to be gathered from islands hundreds of miles away, and they were so huge that they occasionally capsized canoes. Of course, it's tempting to laugh at our ancestors for paying with such weird things, but we're not really all that different. For centuries, for us in the United States, gold was the standard currency, and some still obsess over it. But it's really just a symbol too, not that far removed from a pelt. And the same is basically true with paper money. It's important, but ultimately works as a representation of a country's stability. Like melting gold, or hauling huge limestone tablets across oceans, or catching 40 squirrels, cash takes time. A study suggests that Americans waste $200 billion worth of our time per year just getting it out of ATMs. So where does that leave us? Today, we continue to go even faster and more symbolic. In an era where you can just send money in minutes from your bank account to a friend's bank account on your phone, paper money may soon seem just as silly as paying with a squirrel. So the more transfers, the more money available in your bank account within minutes, and less fur. The red squirrel would probably be happy.